Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're back with another video. Let's begin on Lua Programming. Okay, so now we move on to the data types. The first data type is the null data type, which is basically represents the absence of a value. It is used to initialize variables or indicate that the variable has no assigned value. Next is Boolean, which is a type having only two values, true and false. Booleans are often used for conditional statement, loops, or other control structures. Next is number, which represents numerical values, both integer and floating numbers, and it uses double precision floating point numbers to represent numeric values. What is double precision for floating point numbers? That is not important right now. You do not need to worry about it. I'll discuss it in my future lectures. Just focus on these data types. String. This data type is a sequence of characters. Tables is Lua's primary data structure. Is used to store a collection of values, including arrays, sets, map, and objects. It can contain any value of data as well as other tables. Function. This data type represents executable code. Functions can be defined inline as local variables or as global variables. Functions can also be passed on arguments to other function returned as a variable function. Just remember right now, you do not need to go in that much deep. Just learn what the data types are, what do they mean by that, that's it. Okay. User data is not really important right now because it's used to link with external languages as well, which we're not going to really cover right now. We'll cover it in the future lectures. Thread, which is type used to represent an independent thread of execution. Next is basic features. Okay, variable Lua uses a simple syntax for variable declaration and assignment. Variables are dynamically typed, meaning their data type is determined at runtime. Operators. Lua supports a wide range of arithmetic, relational, logical, and bitwise operators. These operators can be used with any of the supported data types. Next is control structures, which are used such as if then else statements, loops, while loops, repeat until loop, for loop, etc., and conditional expressions, which are basically called in one bundle, and they're called as control structures. These are again, we're talking about functions. What Lua functions are all about are treated as first class values. That means they are assigned to variables, passed to arguments of the function, returned as values as some function. Functions in Lua can have multiple return values in variable length, assignment, argument, list. Tables. Tables are Lua's primary data structure, can be used to represent arrays, sets, maps, and objects. Tables can be indexed using either numerical or string keys. Next is modules, which is Lua's simple modular system allows it to organize your code into reusable libraries. It also requires function and can export function and values for other modules as well. Next is meta tables, which is allows you to define custom behavior for tables. Next, we're focusing on comments, which is basically you can add comments to your Lua code using the dash dash syntax. Do not worry about the coding right now. We'll discuss the future lectures. So right now, just focus on what I'm talking about. Like what are the classifications? What are basic data types? What are basic data structures? That's what you should learn right now. Do not worry about the coding part. Once you understand this concept, coding will be very easy for you. Comments are ignored by the Lua interpreter and can be easily documented in the code. Next is strings, which is used by Lua to provide a rich set of string manipulation functions, including pattern matching and substitution. Last but not least, it is error handling. Lua provides a simple and flexible error handling mechanism using the pcall and xpcall function. These functions allow you to catch and handle errors in your code. Thank you. So now we're done with this lecture right now. This is just a brief understanding of what I wanted to show you what Lua programming is all about. And in the first lecture we discovered what Lua programming is, who was it created by. There was a good lecture which will give you a broad thinking as well about what programming is all about. This was just a bit of scratch of the Lua programming. I just wanted to give you a bit opening or a bit overview of what main stuff are all about. For example, these basic features, these data types. You should know what they are all about because, for example, Boolean, integer, string, functions. There are all data types common in every single programming language. So if you have any understanding of any single programming language, you can always be able to understand these data types because they're almost similar in all of them. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.